Hello, how you doing? I am Matt. This is Stock Speedrun number 2, and also the last for this weekend of January 22nd, 2022, making this a short weekend. Speedruns are now increased to 15 minutes in length because after trying it out, I think it worked out well, and although I would like to keep it this way. If you are unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video's description for an explanation and also a disclaimer as to its content. Let's go ahead and see what we got here, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay, this should be this should be this should be an interesting one. So Airbnb have a bit of a history. A fairly positive history. It's a service that I've used for many years. Not in the past couple of years thanks to COVID, but I've used it before and I've been mostly happy with it. I think it is a very innovative way of doing travel. Also, I was very happy when it came public. I've been looking forward to that for a long time because I enjoy investing in things that I personally like, and I like Airbnb. So I was excited when it came public, and I was tracking it for a while, and I eventually bought in at some point. I have since sold it because I was not really happy with how the chart was shaping up. I made a little bit of a profit, but not really a whole lot. In fact, I remember selling it shortly before it took a big drop, so it might have been around here, maybe April time frame that I sold it. Seems to have made a comeback from those drops a little bit. Spiked here in November for some reason. And unfortunately, I have not paid that much attention to it since I sold it. But I'm looking at this chart here. I know they've had trouble generating positive cash flow in the past. Have they finally done it? Wow, this is a really weird chart. I want to see what's up with this earnings report here. There's no way I'm gonna be able to find that in these articles because I want to know the explanation behind that big sink in that quarter. Ugh, this is awash in articles. Look, I've scrolled down so far and I'm only 13 days in. I really wish you could search these. All right. You know what? That might have to wait until phase 2. Let's just see what kind of articles we got here. But should I even bother looking at these? There's going to be a lot of noise here. Yeah, I don't think these articles are gonna do me much good. Let me go look at the... Alright, first let me see what people have to say, because this is probably a very, very chatty stock. A lot of conversation going on. Highly impressed with how ABNB held up. People were impressed with Netflix until... Yeah, that's true! Netflix took a giant heaping shit this week. I am very sorry for anybody that owned that. Peloton too. Peloton actually took a giant shit this week too. Both not really shaping up all that well. I mean, I still like Airbnb. In fact, I should look at getting back into trading this again. This speedrun has just turned into me actually looking to buy this possibly. Because I can definitely see. Well, maybe not now. I don't really see a bottom to this slight downtrend. Well, actually, you know what? I think I may have just... Well, I think I may have just written off giving us a buy, because I do see a bit of a downtrend. Roughly PE ratio of 127. That is a lot. That is a lot. By 25%, I would say at least 25%. Yeah. Probably more than that, because to cut off 25%, you still got 100, a little less than 100 times. That's a lot. This is the stock that just won't dip. The hell you call these, bud? You know, I'm trying to think back to when I owned this. It was a very difficult chart to get going. Because I think I bought it shortly after it came out, right? Because the option prices were such that it was fairly easy to put a collar on it. And then I watched it go up, and then I kind of played around with selling options for a little while, and then once it seemed to start to stagnate in this range here, that's when I sold it. Because it seemed to stagnate, and I didn't see this big drop here coming, but it seemed unlikely that it was going to take another big leap up anytime soon. Okay, so I felt like there was only downward pressure here. More downward pressure than I anticipated, but still. And you know what? Now that I'm saying that, I kind of see a similar pattern showing up here, right? Because you could say the same thing about this. Oh, it was here, and then it kind of had a big dip, and it fluctuated a little bit, kind of like that, or had a big rise, and then over here, look, big rise, kind of fluctuates a little bit. In fact, it has the same exact number of dips: 1 dip, 2 dip. 1 dip, 2 dip, and then it starts leveling off, and then it starts leveling off. Shit. Is this going to be the chart that repeats itself? That's very possible. Wow, this is interesting. Huh. Let's see, what else can I look at here? I'm gonna look into those earnings numbers in phase 2, but for now, let me just browse around this. Because there's so much news, such a high-profile company like this, there's so much news and buzz and propaganda that it's impossible to search through those articles for anything useful, especially for information that I'm looking for that is from 3-4 quarters ago. There's no way in hell I'll be able to find it here. I would need to scroll for like 10 minutes. Interesting how there's no trailing PE here, but still, forward is still very high. It would be nice to know how that compares to the trailing, but I don't really think it matters. Surprising amount of short. You know, 3.26 may not look like a lot, but I wouldn't be too surprised if that's still above average. Let me look at holders. Well, that's interesting. Not a whole heaping amount of insiders. What does the insider roster look like? I ain't seeing Mr. Chesky on here. Does Brian not have confidence in his own company? That's not good. I don't know who any of these people are. Most recent transactions, sale. That's not good. Let's see, what does insider transactions have to say? Sale. Gift, sale. Yeesh. I don't know, this is shaping up to be a sell to me. Insiders don't want to buy it. I'm surprised even institutions hold it. That might just be because it's high profile, popular kind of stock. And again, going back to the chart, I can almost say this being a history repeating itself kind of situation, because this here looks very similar to this here. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's followed by this. Yeah, I only got 20 seconds, but let's hurry this up. I want to look at Airbnb earnings reports. Third quarter 2021? No. Which one is the one that I wanted? I wanted... Actually, yeah, I can still read third quarter. What the fuck? What's wrong with this page? Why is it jumping around like this? Yahoo, can you not be stupid for 2 seconds? Jesus Christ! Earnings reached a record 12.8 billion in the quarter. In the quarter? Alright, that's actually kind of a cute picture. That's an adorable cat. Quarter 3 revenue. Okay, this makes more sense. Yeah, revenue is roughly around 2.3. 36%, and then quarter 3 2019. Why are you comparing it to 2019? Actually, because that makes sense, because 2020 is not really a good measure. Year-over-year, net income was our most profitable quarter ever, nearly 4 times larger than a year ago. Yeah, I see that, but why is there not a profitable quarter since then? I want to see more of these earnings reports. Can I see these on this page? Are there links to additional ones? Earnings second quarter of 2021. Surpassed revenue levels. Revenue of 1.3 billion, exceeded revenue, blah, blah, blah. Net loss was significantly lower. Okay, I want to know what's up with that fourth quarter of 2020? Fourth quarter and full year. Revenue was down 22% year over year. That makes sense because it's 2020, which blew. But what is with that giant deficit? All operating expense line items were down from a year ago. That doesn't make sense. Less than half of what it was. Notice how there's no mention. Oh, yeah, as a result, actually, I should read this one. Increase in our stock price also increased the value of warrants issued in connection with a term loan agreement entered into okay, non-cash mark-to-market adjustment related to the warrants. As a result, GAAP net loss was 3.9 billion in quarter 4 and 4.6 billion in 2020 compared with the net loss of this. Okay, so it didn't really have anything to do with their business or their expenses. It was the exercise of the warrants, it seems like. I think. Let me just remind myself what warrants are. Right to purchase a company stock at a specific price at a specific date. Also increase the value of warrants issued in connection. How do you calculate GAAP? GAAP accounting for warrants. Because a warrant holder can receive issuer shares, the issuer usually classifies warrants as equity instruments and carries their value in the warrants paid in capital account in the stockholders' equity section of the balance sheet. Oh, no idea what that means. I'm just basically, I kind of know, I'm just exploring stuff, because I kind of know I'm going to give this a sell. It worries me about the insider activity, and also the chart is shaping up to be as it was last year. I wouldn't be too surprised if it keeps on going down, or if an even steeper decline is on the way. So I'm gonna go with sell for Airbnb, because like even when I was looking at it, I'm like, no, I don't think I would buy here. And then it's like, wait, that's exactly what I'm trying to determine here. Would I buy here or not? And no, I don't think so. Again, I'm just some guy on the internet. Do what you want, but for me personally, for my purposes here, I think Airbnb is a sell, and we will see how that turns out. Yep, I think that's all I got. Let me know what you think, if you think differently, and I'll see you in the next one.